Imagine a world where the steaks you are eating weren't harvested from animals, but grown in a lab. Sounds futuristic, right? So, welcome to the world of lab grown meat, a groundbreaking technology that promises to change everything we know about food. But is this the sustainable solution our planet desperately needs? Or is it just an unnatural experiment gone too far? Today we dive deep into this meaty topic to find out if lab-grown meat is truly the future of food or an ethical or environmental nightmare. To understand the controversy surrounding lab-grown meat, we first need to know what it actually is. Now, lab-grown meat, also known as cultured meat, is produced by cultivating animal cells in a controlled environment, rather than raising and slaughtering animals. It's made possible through a process called cellular agriculture. So, in simple terms, scientists take a small sample of animal cells and grow them into muscular tissue in a bioreactor, mimicking the way natural meat develops. The meat industry is one of the largest contributors to environmental damage, from greenhouse gas emissions to deforestation and water usage. Traditional livestock farming leaves a massive footprint on our planet. But what if lab-grown meat could provide a solution? Now, according to studies, lab-grown meat could use up to 99% less land, 96% less water, and produce 90% fewer emissions compared to conventional meat. That's a monumental difference. But is it too good to be true? Are we overlooking something? Could the production of lab-grown meat still pose unforeseen risks to the environment? Now the next question is it truly cruelty-free? Let's see. One of the strongest arguments in favor of lab-grown meat is the ethical consideration. Now, traditional animal farming, as we all know, involves immense suffering for animals. But cultured meat promises to eliminate the need for slaughter. But here's the catch. While the animals might not be directly harmed in the process, the production of lab-grown meat still requires animal cells, obviously to begin with. Some argue that taking cells from animals could still perpetuate exploitation. So is this really cruelty-free, or is it just a way to avoid confronting the deep moral dilemmas of modern meat consumption? Now let us look at the health benefits and the risks. When it comes to health, the question is, lab-grown meat is better for you than conventional meat? Now, proponents claim that lab-grown meat can be engineered to be leaner, more nutritious, and free from antibiotics or hormones, which are often found in traditional meat. It could even be customized to have healthier fat profiles, potentially lowering risk of heart disease. But what about the long-term effects of eating lab-grown meat? We don't know yet how these new foods will affect our bodies over time. Can we trust something so new? And are we unknowingly creating a new class of foods that our bodies aren't designed to handle? Now, what about the cost and accessibility? Now, cost is another major factor. Lab-grown meat started as a luxury product with prices in the tens of thousands of dollars for a single burger. But as technology advances, the cost is expected to drop. Some predict that within the next decade, lab-grown meat could become cheaper than conventional meat. However, this is still in the realm of speculation. So if lab-grown meat does become affordable, will it truly be accessible to everyone? And Will it be marketed in a way that makes it desirable to the average consumer? Now see, with the world's population expected to reach 10 billion by 2050, the demand for meat is only going to skyrocket. Now, can the planet sustain this growing appetite for animal products? That's the tough question. Lab-grown meat could be the key to meeting the world's meat demand without the environmental destruction that traditional farming causes. It offers a tantalizing solution. And what is that? Abundant food produced sustainably without exhausting the earth's resources. That would be a great achievement. But can we scale it up quickly, enough to make a real difference in the next few decades? Now, one question: is it really food? But let's stop for a moment and ask ourselves. It's produced in a lab, not on a farm, and its entire existence depends on bioreactors and laboratory conditions. For some, this raises a serious question. Is it really meat, or is it just a synthetic substitute masquerading as the real thing? Will we accept this new form of meat, or will we reject it as an unnatural food that doesn't belong on our plates? Are we ready for lab-grown meat?
Oh no.
See, as we explore lab-grown meat, it's clear that the technology is moving at a rapid pace. But the real question is, are we ready for it? Are consumers ready to embrace a future where traditional farming methods are replaced by some clean lab-grown alternatives? And are we ready to trust the companies behind this technology to ensure that their products are safe, ethical, and truly sustainable? Only time will tell. But the food revolution is coming, and it could change everything. So, what's the verdict? Lab-grown meat presents an exciting possibility for the future of food. It's cleaner, more sustainable, and less reliant on animal agriculture. But it's also a deeply controversial subject. It challenges everything we know about food, ethics, and what it means to nourish ourselves. It's not a simple yes or a no answer. So, as we continue to grapple with the complexities of this technology, one thing is clear. The future of food is changing, and we will have to decide where we stand. Will we embrace lab-grown meat as the sustainable solution our planet needs, or will we reject it as an unnatural, dangerous experiment? The decision is in our hands. What do you think? Is lab-grown meat the future of food, or is it just another fleeting experiment in our quest for a perfect world? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the future of food. Until next time, stay curious, stay blessed. Have a nice day. Thank you for watching.